Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing freeze tag. Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing freeze tag. Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing freeze tag. Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing freeze.
Or with Katt Williams exposing all these comedians, these actors, these rappers, whatever, and mainly Kevin Hart. He went at him pretty heavy. Me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like from the beginning, when I first met Kevin Hart, I didn't really think he was that funny to me. But I think it was like he was in a Jay-Z movie or something, or whatever, something with Rockefeller at the time, and he was okay in the role, but he just wasn't. He wasn't like that for me. But I mean, and Katt really hit home with him, you know. But you got to really check that video out to really see what Katt said about him.
Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made... All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
And he also exposed somebody who, you know, pretty, in the 2000 era, he's pretty dear to all of us, but that's ludicrous. You know, it's crazy to even think about that. But, I mean, you got to think about what we're dealing with here, the music industry. You know, they fake and hide a lot of things, but it is what it is.
All people that love the truth got to be happy if the truth coming out and lies is getting exposed. That's just what time it is. 2024, folks.
Are you related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
10 million.
200 million. I might need to get me one of them old women that look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay.
But even like back in 2000, early that era, me and bro, like we happened to live with moms, Mike C. We happened to live with moms down in Atlanta for a little bit down on Camilton Road in QLS Guard's apartment, to be honest. And during that time, it's like, I don't know, we just happened to be there for a while. Bro went to college. He was going to like the community college for some like carpentry or something like that. Shit, I was taking him to school every day. You know what I'm saying? And we were just basically getting to learn Atlanta, riding down Peachtree every day. Hell, I even had to go to court one time because, damn, we was smoking coming down Peachtree. Cops say they smell some weed, but we won on some technicalities in the court anyway, so it all got thrown out, so everything was Gucci. But either way, we was in Atlanta when Ludacris was Chris Lover Lover. You know what I'm saying? On the radio station, like interviewing people and shit. Scrawny little motherfucker. Real talk. But like we just watched him develop. Like when he got signed with Def Jam at Def Jam South, like it was crazy because like right when he got signed, like it was brand new. Face just signed him, and then like somebody in the hood, like I'm in QLS Gardens, SWATs, Southwest Atlanta, on Camilton Road. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody just like, yo, we got this connect, man. Like jump in the van with us. We about to go down to Def Jam South. I'm like, shit, I thought it was bullshit, but come to find out it was legit. I jump in the van and shit, like we really go downtown. Like I'm looking at all these buildings like, whoa, what the fuck is we like? It was crazy. But like I'm like, and then we get there, Ludacris in the lobby coming out. He in his Jordans and some damn gym shorts, like he just been shooting basketball or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay. Like, all right, this is where I want to be. And so like, but what they didn't know, I'm just coming from Germany and shit. Like, I've been on tour and shit. I've been rapping, like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing this shit, living studio life, doing shows and all that. But, I'm just back in the hood, like, trying to get acquainted and shit. And then, so we get in there, in the A&R by the name of Glenn Wallace. He was in there, and so he puts the beats on. It was more like all that, it was like when T.I. era, that shit, you know what I'm saying? And like that trap shit, like I ain't big on that. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't like big on it. It ain't what I do. Like I'm about flow and songs and it just ain't what I do. But, so he put the beats on and then, it was just like 11 people in the room. So it was basically pretty much, let's see who the nicest. And then, so we went around a few times, and then like pretty much, I was in a different level than everybody. Everybody in the room knew it too, and it was like, damn, what this dude been doing? Yeah, like I was there and I was ready. It was LaKaiser. You got to be honest. So after the whole joint was over, like Glenn Wallace gave me his card and all that. Like mind you, I'm in Atlanta. I'm down there with moms, just trying to fill the area out. I ain't got no demo or nothing. I ended up going back to Germany, like to start my production before I really started releasing songs. You know what I'm saying? But and then like it was just crazy because like we saw Luda's progression and it was fast. It was real fast. Even like his first release with Def Jam South, like after that encounter, like we went to the record store at was it Greenbrier? Yeah, Greenbrier Mall. He did a record release, Greenbrier Mall, What's Your Fantasy or whatever, at the record store right there. And he even had the girl that was in the bathtub scene with him. You know what I'm saying? He had her with him. You know what I'm saying? And so me and bro, we just rolled up to the record store. It wasn't slamming like we thought it was gonna be. So we just like was on the other side. He was over there with the girl or whatever. And we were just feeling them out. You know what I'm saying? Me and bro was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because it's always some light-skinned dude they about to make the whole damn South about. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So, we just checking him out. We weren't really like, we wouldn't, neither one of us, our reaction wasn't like, yeah, he him. I don't know, bro. But either way, Katt come out with this information that, he going for the movie for the, what's the, Fast and Furious. He going, he come out with the information that he going for the movie and there's two of them. Katt said it was an Illuminati party. And when you in a situation like that, if you one of God's people, when you being tested, and you know when you in the devil's den. You know it. There's no denying it at all. You feel your spidey senses is up. Whatever you want to say, your Wolverine claws is on deck. You know what I'm saying? You feel this. You know what I'm saying? They just that's the Holy Spirit, basically. It is what it is. And so he said he was in that situation with Luda, and then he said the person is gonna win this basically between these devils, basically. That's gonna choose between them two, and they're gonna get 10 movies, or was it 20 movies for 10 mil, equaling 200 mil for movies, and it's. But the winner got the broad that all look alike. He said it was 7 of them. They all got the broad that look alike. You know what I mean? And they got the money. And then, like, even me personally, like, I mean, it's crazy because I fucked with Luda. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with Luda. You know what I mean? But I can't personally say I honestly listened to a whole album of his because he just was okay. But he wasn't like that to me. I'm a bar spitter. I go in your mouth, and that's okay. You know, I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? No hate at all. There's Lex Lakaza talking of Splash. All right. We'll move on. All right, rappers that spit the same regurgitated rap. I could go down the list. There's a lot of people that I even love, but bro. Okay, we get it. You sold drugs. You done shot a nigga. You done whooped some ass. You done did all that. I get that. But don't sit there and act like every day of your life there's nothing positive going on in your life. I mean, seriously, bro. I mean, you might have took your lady out. Y'all went on the yacht. You know what I'm saying? You ate a daggum lobster tail, some shrimp, and all that good stuff. Talk about that. People want to hear that too. You know what I'm saying? Make your life believable. Because you just Poppy always flipping bricks, bro, that ain't it, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit over the. After 2 or 3 songs, I'm over that shit. Like, really, if that's all you still talking about after 4 tracks, I'm out of here. Real talk. I get your best 1 or 2, put that in my playlist if it's like that. But other than that, I'm out of here, bro. And another question: why is it that black people in hip hop, we wait for the mainstream to tell us who popping out here? That is not it. Bro, put your ears to the street, man. See who putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. It boils down to the work and the quality of the music, not quantity. There's a lot of people out here with 30 albums. They trash. All of them. All the damn songs. Really. And don't nobody want to really hear that shit. Because you know why? That ain't it. Simple as that. So, you got to get your shit together. Make sure your stuff is hot. You know what I mean? And, just don't just put out a lot of stuff. Make the quality of the music great. You know what I'm saying? Really put the time into it. Invest money into your beats. Like, I'm going to tell you what I do. I invest money in my beats. I don't play around. Your stuff got to be hot. You might send me a beat pack with 12 in it. I may like 1 or 2. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's just how strict I am with my beat picking, and then, just my ear for music, And then a lot of times I can coach you into the beat. You know what I'm saying? You might give me a little something, I'll be like, hey, you need to do this. And, add this to it. And boom, 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 boom. I really can make beats myself, but it ain't what I want to focus on right now. It takes a lot of focus to do that, and it ain't what I want to do. I want to make good songs. That's the problem with hip-hop now. Everybody worrying about who can rap the damn best. Your songs is trash. I ain't really heard nothing since Tupac. He make real songs. You feel that shit, your damn hair stand up on your arm. Y'all don't do that. Even your GOAT that you claim is the greatest rapper of all time, his songs is trash. He can rap all day. Songs ain't it. Go try to make a halftime. You gonna laugh at him. Don't do it. Next. Because that ain't it. Cam Newton making his return back to the media. This time through podcasting, not pushed by a major network. Is it a good thing? Cam Newton, a good thing. Best thing since sliced bread. That boy better than any role Michael Jackson ever played in any of his videos. It's a great thing. Cam, unfiltered, saying what he want to say. And it's just, it's great. It's great for football. And honestly, I think we should pretty much move in that direction, letting football players that actually played, voice their opinion. Yeah, like let the players who actually done the job voice their opinions. They've been there. They done that. Let's be honest. I mean, we go to the journalism. I get that. I get it. They all trying to make a living too. They go to college. They learn about football. They watch football. They football fans, and they voice their opinions pretty much. A lot of them never played the sport, ever. Or if they did, they weren't good. They sat on the bench. So to say that Cam Newton ain't credible, his opinion is kind of makes you look like an amateur. Because the guy, that is credibility. I mean, he's an NFL MVP. He's played at the highest level, became an MVP at the highest level. So to say that Cam Newton's not credible, that ain't it. It really ain't. And for all the other journalism, the Skip Baylesses and all that to just jump on board and try to discredit Cam, that ain't it. We know Cam has been in the huddle. He's called audibles at the plays, read defenses from the line of scrimmage, and tore defenses apart. 2015 Cam Newton 15. Cam Newton 15. That boy there. My man come up to the line of scrimmage. My man knew the play, told Cam he knew the play. Cam changes the play, calls an audible, had Christian McCaffrey run the doggone angle route, hits him over the middle for 6, and then danced on them boys. That boy there was something else. He was lit. I ain't seen nothing like it. I'll pick that guy over any quarterback of all time. Sorry. That's me personally. I am a Panthers fan, but that's not being biased. Cam Newton 15 was so disrespectful. Dancing. They was mad every time. But I loved it. It was amazing. Great to watch. But real talk, we got to get off that. And, I think we should move in that direction where more players that were actually in the hustle, in the huddle, actually in the battle, actually on the field, doing the work, let them talk, let them more criticize the game. Because, you can't just go to college and act like you know everything about football. Let's not do that. Real talk, this Lex DeCosta, and that ain't it.
Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing freeze tag. Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing freeze tag. Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing freeze tag. Carolina swag. I use my skills to get myself a bag. I stay in motion, never playing.